What is up, DG Army? Nethervvoid, also known as John, back with some more World of Tanks for you. This is actually off the 8.4 test server. Someone asked me if I was going to do some 8.4 test videos, and I kind of thought it was kind of too late to do them, but the server's still up, and so why not, right? I know a lot of you guys like when I test out the new gold tanks to see if they're worthwhile, worth getting, that kind of thing. This is the SU-100Y Tier 6 gold TD from the Russians, and it's a pretty awesome tank. The pen is really awesome right off the bat. That's what I almost always check with gold tanks. 196 penetration, 440 damage. That's awesome for a tier 6. Huge damage, great penetration. It's a really nice tank. It looks like a house with a gun on it, but still, barring that, it's pretty awesome. And 200 pins ridiculous on a tier 6. I mean, a lot of the tier 8 gold tanks don't even have 200 pins, so, or, 190 whatever pin. So this thing definitely has all the pin you're going to need, and it definitely has a big punch, packs a big punch. Basically, this tank is a KV fuselage, or, lower chassis area there, with a big house on top and a big gun put on it. It's pretty awesome. It looks like an artillery piece, kind of. Boom! You see that? 400 damage! Nice. Very nice. The only problem with this thing is the shell cost is 1,000 credits a piece. So not the greatest. But it's fairly accurate. I mean, I didn't really check the stats, but I hit the guy, although I probably hit the tracks, but still, that was 440 something meters, and I hit the target, so pretty nice. Let's see what happens here. An M4. I don't know if I actually shot at this guy. Yeah, he moves back. And I don't think I take the shot. Or do I? Let's see. Nah, went wide. But that was a really far shot. Doesn't matter what tank I was in. I probably would expect to miss that one. So pretty cool, fun tank. I think it's pretty slow moving tank. We'll have to see when we actually start moving here. In fact, let me speed it up a little bit. I have actually 2 games I want to show you with this thing. So right here you can see I'm moving about 30 kilometers per hour. It's actually pretty fast. No, oh, it's that other tank that was really slow. Yeah, I tested 3 tanks out this weekend, this last weekend, and this is the first one I was testing out. Oh, he's dead. So another thing you have to remember with these TDs, especially if you're using them to grind credits, which is what you're usually doing when you buy a gold tank, is that you're going to have to get up into the action to get some damage on people. And it can be hard to do. Am I in sync? Oh yeah, I'm in one buy. It can be hard to do in a TD because TDs generally sit way back in the action, especially below tier 8 because they just don't have the armor, and this thing does not really have the armor to withstand tier 8 shells in its face. So, but you still have to be pretty aggressive. You're gonna get a lot of XP when you're fighting tier 8s and stuff with this thing, because if you shoot higher tiers, you get more XP. The credits, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same no matter what. It doesn't matter what tier you are when for credits for damage. Just raw damage. How much did you do? It calculates out to credits. So that's why I'm kind of trying to rush up here, trying to hit some guys before they're all dead. Our team's smoking these guys pretty bad, so I wanted to see if I can get in here and get some damage. Now, AT-8. I have no idea what that is. It's a TD. It must be one of the new British TDs, which I'm going to show you a couple of those a little bit later in the week here. But this thing is a beast. As a tank, I like this tank. The cost is 3,250 gold, which is pretty cheap. Correct me if that's wrong. Yeah, that's a British tank. I can tell by the way it's looks there. But really, the 1,000 credit shell cost is going to make this thing not make a lot of money. Even though it hits like a truck, it's like here's 17 hit points, or if I would have got that hit, 17 damage would not have made not near 1,000 credits. So probably not going to be that great of a moneymaker, because I thought right away, wow, 3,200 gold, for this thing shooting 440 damage shells with 200 pen as a tier 6, hell yeah. But no, I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be a big moneymaker. I still think, to me, the best moneymaker in the game, if you're good at TDs, is the YOG 8.8 is definitely the best. It reloads like a jackrabbit, 200 pen shells, tier 8, 250 credits per shot. So, and it's like a machine gun. So, the only bad thing about it is the pen on tier 8 is not that great. I think it gets special matchmaker, but I'm not positive. And also it's a TD. TDs are just harder to make credits with because they excel in certain situations, and in others they're horrible. So they're very fairly specialized depending on the map. So anyway, this one's pretty tied up. Let's get into another game here. Kind of no point. I kind of want to show you this tank, not show you me capping in this tank. That doesn't really do any good for whether or not you should want to buy this tank. So I think that's it. Let's get the next game. Hold on. So here's the first end plate to that first game there. As you can see, did pretty good, 1,000-point game. I had to chase some guys down and shoot them in the face. Killed a guy, damaged 3 other guys. And remember, with these tanks, and again, if you're grinding credits, you want to get as much damage on the enemy as you can. So just keep shooting them right in the face. I got second on the list as far as XP. Really nice game. And I did 1,100 damage on a 700-point tank. Pretty decent. Decent little game. Made 34,000 credits, and as you can see, 6,700 spent on ammo. So you got to be really careful with your shots. The repair cost of the vehicle. Well, actually, I didn't get hit very much, did I? But the repair cost of the vehicle is not going to be very high. 34,000 credits, 20,000 on a non-premium account. So pretty decent game. Let's get another one. And everyone's favorite, mines. They call it a mine. A mine. I don't know why I quote that stupid Lord of the Rings thing every time I see this map, but I do. It's just something I do. I can't explain all my idiosyncrasies, guys. So I figure I'm going to cover... Well, I was going to cover 1, 2, but I'm going to cover lane 5 here. Try to get some guys going up the hill. As you can see, I'm in a tier 8 game with this thing. I don't know if it's going to get special matchmaking. A lot of the times the test server is not the place to look to see what the matchmaking is going to end up being, because they change that at the last second. They've done that to me a couple times on gold tanks. I did a review on them, and I said, wow, look at this matchmaking, it's bad, and then they get special matchmaking. So, derp, getting stuck on that rock. So, I see the comet coming up. I'm going to take 1, 2. Looks like I'm not going to get any good shots anyway on 5 as it is. So, let me come over here. Nice setup for a TD, especially he's going to come around here, right here. I thought he was going to come up. Would have had a great shot on him. But no dice. What tier is that? Tier 7. So I don't have the 8.4. I don't have the mod pack installed here because I don't know. I didn't test it out. It probably works, but I just didn't get around to doing it. I wanted to make sure I got some games, and it took a long time. I got 2 games, each of 3 different tanks, and that took, I don't know, like 3 hours or something to get good enough games that I felt like I could show you. So. Didn't really screw around with putting the mod pack in. If you want that mod pack, there's a link on my channel page to get it or download it and install it. How to install it? It's pretty cool. It's by Blackshot. It's got a lot of great mods in it. So there's a super Persh. I'm spotted. He's jacking me up. Here's another one. So I'm down to 300 hit points. Now that's another bad thing about a tier 6 in this kind of a match. You don't have any hit points at all. So you definitely don't want to get hit. Let's see if we can get the kill on this guy. Nope, in the dirt. So there's 1,000 credits down the drain. Now that's another thing too. With these gold tanks that fire 1,000 credit shells, you got to hit every time, and it better get damage. Because if you hit them and it says penetration and you don't get any damage because you hit them in the tracks, you didn't get any. Well, you got some credits, but not much. There we go, right into a Tiger 2 with an unupgraded turret. But he's got the upgraded gun. He must not have watched my video. So. Upgrade the turret first. That's one of the only tanks I tell you upgrade the turret first, and that's because the stock turret is so bad. So here's the side of a super Persh. This is lunch money all day long. Nope, not anymore. That's black hole. Okay, side. And I guess I don't even know what happened. Maybe the rock blocked that shot. Okay, here we go. IS-3. Let's save this Chafee. I think that's how you say it. Chafee. Sounds right. IS-3. Should be an easy shot if you would stop moving. Come on, bro. Don't you know I'm doing a video? Get owned. Now I'm almost dead. The other super Persh hits me in the face. Let's see where they're actually hitting me. I don't think the armor on this thing's very good. Yeah, right through the mantlet, even. So, I would expect this to not have very good armor. I mean, it's a TD. You're not supposed to get shot at. Not as a tier 6. Tier 8 and above TDs can get people's face somewhat, but not these tier 6s. Having a pretty good game, though, so far. 1 kill. Decent damage on some tanks. Well, sort of okay. But with that 400 and something damage. Okay, here's an IS-6 tier 8 gold tank. Really don't like the spaced armor, but let's try it. Boom! 418 damage. Very nice. Let's see if I can take this guy out. Oh, that would be a nice shot. Too bad I'm not loaded. The reload time on this thing is fairly long because the shell is so damn big. I think it's a 130. Let's see if I can... Before I do that, let's see if I can take this guy out. Oh, no. He ate the shell. Yeah, 130 millimeter shell. That's why it takes so long to load, because these things are heavy like a beast. Alright, here we go. Not the greatest shot. He's coming around on me? I thought he would have killed me by now. And, okay, gonna give me a shot right at your butt? I'll take it. And I missed, because I'm trying to just get the shot off and not take too much time aiming there. So, with gold tanks, I don't know about tier 6, unless you're really using this to crank out money. I would probably fit this thing with a bunch of equipment. I didn't do it on this because I try to set these up like I would probably set them up if I owned it. Boom! Right in the ass. 468 damage. This guy's making us a lot of credit, so I really appreciate that he's not even looking at me. He could one-shot me right now. One more shot, I'd be dead if he just turned around. Instead, he's just going to tunnel vision and die. He's getting hit in the back. Oh, he finally sees me. Oh, come on, troll tracked. So, I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh, here we go. He's gonna kill me? He's gonna kill me? I'm not loaded yet, so let's wait. So I wonder what the reload speed on this thing's gotta be like 20 seconds. And boom! Not a really great use of my shell because I only did 90 damage and it cost me 1,000 credits. Again, that's another thing. You don't have to worry about how much damage you're getting with your shell, firing off that shell. I mean, the only reason I buy gold tanks is for credits. So, I mean, you might buy them to, again, hit no damage. That's not going to really do anything for me. I don't grind them for crew. I guess you could do that, but I don't do that. Like, I guess instead of running your tier 10 Russian TD, trying to train up the crew, you might throw it in one of these gold tanks. I guess you could do that. I would probably buy the SU, what is it? SU, I can't remember. 144.45 or something like that. Oh, no, SU 122.45. It's probably a better tank to buy for credits. No, that's the 44. The 44 is the gold tank. I think that might be a better choice for a gold tank. But this is pretty awesome. Let's get some end plate action. I'll tell you a little bit more about the stats. So here's the first plate to that game. It was a defeat, but I still got 741 XP. Really nice game. Killed 2 guys, damaged 3 guys. Got a lot of shots off on the IS-6 to kill him off. Second plate here. Second on the XP list again. Pretty awesome in a tier 8 game, I have to say. Detailed report, 1,600 damage on a 700-point tank. Very good game, actually. But see, so I get 11 shots, 8 hits, 8 pens. Some of that did not do any damage. So I shot 12,000 in credits, but only made 37,000, which left me 21,000, which was even less than the previous game. I did more damage this game, but got less credits. So I don't think this is going to be very good for making credits, to be honest. I wouldn't buy this to make credits. It might be good to have a fun tank, and it's pretty cheap. I get, well, I guess if you look at it that way, 32,000, or I'm sorry, 3250, as opposed to like 7,000 maybe for the Super Pershing, you get what you pay for. So, but I would probably buy the Super Pershing. It's another tank that has very cheap shells. I'd probably get that if you're trying to grind out credits. Anyway, that's this tank, and where are some of the stats? Okay, there you go. Hull is 60, 60, 60, so yeah, no armor at all. 64 tons on an 890 horsepower engine, so decent. That's a 15 to 1 power to weight ratio about, and that's about 12 to 15 anyway. 440 signal range on the radio, not very good, but again, you're a TD, you really shouldn't be radioing back to anybody else. But you do need to pick up the transmissions of your teammates, so that could be kind of a pain. But it's also very fast. I was really surprised at how fast this tank is. Anyway, let me know what you think about this tank. I won't be buying it. I really don't buy gold tanks very often, but I know a lot of people like to check out the gold tanks and stuff. So tell me what you think. See you later, guys.